What's happening, man? What's happening, y'all? So, man, couple more cases in the NFL, couple more COVID cases, man. So, I'm wondering, is that gonna end up getting the season postponed because you can't by right have a bunch of NFL players getting exposed. You know what I'm saying? Becoming positive because the NFL is huge player wise. I mean, like number of players, the NFL is huge, man, and it's gonna be tough to get and keep that under control. So as of yesterday, Stephon Gilmore, reigning defensive player of the year, tested positive. So now you got Cam Newton, Stephon Gilmore, with both being positive for the COVID-19. And then if you remember at the end of the game, Stephon Gilmore and Patrick Mahomes, they had came over, said that, good game, and all that, and showing respect to each other. Two of the best at their craft. And now he's tested positive. So what does that mean for Patrick Mahomes? Because what you do is you give that about, well, it's been over a week, and I'm pretty sure Mahomes been tested 2 or 3 times from there. But now they got to kind of watch it close, kind of watch him a little bit closer, and make sure nothing don't happen. That's kind of like their little contact tracing because everything's on video. Everything's on video that they do, and you could just about see what player interacted with who after the game, helmet off, helmet on. Now they both had the helmets on, but they came over, they dapped, a good game. Patrick Mahomes was walking away, and Stephon Gilmore had grabbed him and brought him in. Said some more stuff to him. Probably good luck on the season. We'll see y'all again. Luckily, Patrick Mahomes been tested negative, and he actually played again. So that means he tested negative maybe 3 times since uh, interacting so close with Stephon Gilmore. You know, um, I don't know, man. It's just tough in the NFL. It's tough. It's tough to it's tough in any sport probably to keep them dudes safe. But and then Tennessee had another positive test. So and that's my thing. How far does it get? How far does it get? How far does it go until the NFL is like they maybe do what the NBA did and postpone the season. Think about postponing the season. That is the $1 million question. Would they postpone the season? I'm not sure, but if they did, that would be rough. That would be rough because although the season's shorter, you would have to fall right back in line with the time frame of the season of next year's season. So whether it be Cam Newton, Patrick Mahomes, whoever, do you sit them dudes until they get better and let the games go on, let the schedule play it out, or like Pittsburgh and Tennessee, do you postpone it um, and make the game up? Because a lot of them teams, like Pittsburgh and Tennessee, I feel like down towards the end of the wire of the season, there's going to be a must win to get somebody in, or you know what I'm saying. And I believe this is the year they added the extra wild card team to the playoff mix. So it's just a thing where now that win, loss, or that no contest, that's gonna count. That you're gonna have to come back at some point and play that game. And and then it's like, so what if he need that game to get in? So, what happens there? What happens there? Do you do you play that game? Do you let the teams vote, or you have to put something? You have to put actually a rule in place now, or yeah, you have to put a rule in place now, like emergency rule. If this happens, if it comes down to the wire, you good with, then you be fine. I mean, injuries happen, and now COVID happening. Do you play it out, or do you get, not make the playoffs by a game because the other team don't want to play because they're all set? So, and especially if they're in the same conference as you, they're gonna have to end up. They may end up having to play you in the first round. But if you don't make it due to that game missed, or wouldn't be forfeited, but that game missed, then you know then in a sense they beat you in the first round or whatever. But yeah, man, that is it's getting tricky. It's getting tricky. Then you got a lot of teams like Dallas and you know all the Florida teams, both of the Florida teams, Kansas City, Green Bay was gonna have fans, and I think they just voted against it earlier today. But you got a lot of stadiums with people in them. So now that's like public safety. So I believe there's gonna be some rules change. There's gonna be some things changed to um to make sure the season gets going and keeps going. Make sure the season keeps going, and guys and families stay healthy. But then, like I said before, they got to do their part at home. You know, got to chill. No going out. No turning up. You got to chill after the game. No jersey swapping. Go back to your locker room. Get on your plane. Get up out of there. Limited media access. Like, and it's only for 1 year if we can get it under control. They just got to tighten up. They just got to tighten up. Um, Dudes got to be mature. Dudes got to be smart. The families, everybody at home just got to do what they got to do. This is kind of like the reason why the thing ain't getting no better. It's getting worse now because nobody want to do what they want to do for a month or two. People still want to go in the store with no mask on and throw fits and all that, man. And now the print done caught it, and he caught it. He went to Walter Reed Medical Facility for 3 or 4 days. Came out, did a couple laps around, say what's up to his people. Back at the Oval Office. Yeah, it's just crazy. Like if then they had that Rose Garden event. So if the people see the people that already don't want to wear the mask already, they see that and they like, well, yo, the president don't gotta wear it. All them people didn't have to wear it, and they was at a gathering, super spread. They was at a super spreader. That's what they was. That's what they was at. But then you're gonna have a hard time convincing people to wear a mask. The NBA is doing great. The NBA is doing great. They thrive with their system, with their bubble system. You know what I'm saying? The NFL, you just can't do a bubble because it's too many people. It's so many people in the NFL. There's no bubble that's gonna, you can't fit that amount of people unless all hotels are shut down and hotel but 4, 5, 6 months, that's not gonna work either. It's just not gonna work. So dudes just gotta be responsible, man. You know. But speaking of the NBA, the Lakers, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, one win away from 4 championships for LeBron, 17 for the Lakers, 2 for Rondo, 1 for AD. He got 6 rings, right? But as far as like winning all your whole career, he wasn't winning his whole career. He didn't win 15 years, 14, how many other years he played. Been winning since like year 2. And by winning, I mean going to the playoffs, going to the finals. It was a lot of years Jordan didn't go to the playoffs at all, let alone the finals. So if you just taking 6 years out of a 15, 16-year career, then you as long as LeBron's, but his career was long. So they taking one block of his career and deeming him the GOAT. And he probably is the GOAT. He probably is the GOAT. I ain't gonna deny it, but then now on the flip side, we talking about LeBron James, like how's he skipping Kobe Bryant for a career? How's he skipping Tim Duncan for a career? Because all them dudes have 5 rings. Well, both of those dudes have 5 rings. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's just like, but now you talking about you talking about the full body of work though. You talking about the full body of work. You talking about numbers and all that. Nobody's numbers is really adding up to LeBron James. Wins, playoff wins, regular season points, rebounds, assists. None of them dudes' numbers is stacking up with LeBron's. So you can call it what you want. Now, if you taking a whole career and you just putting numbers up from top to bottom, and you're probably not gonna find no one better than LeBron, numbers wise, because he scores, he rebounds, he assists, and he defends. He blocks shots. So, and then I heard a crazy uh thing today. People saying Anthony Davis is the. I'm like, what? Anthony Davis is the GOAT. First of all, Anthony Davis can't stay healthy, and then so they was comparing LeBron and Jordan, each one. But let's be clear, Anthony Davis is not taking nobody nowhere. Anthony Davis is riding on a coattail to the championship. He's riding on a coattail to the championship. Just so happens that he's better than everybody on the opposing team. So you could say, this and that. He's in the run. He could get the Finals MVP. He got the Western Conference Finals MVP. Cool. He could get the Finals MVP. LeBron's numbers are better, but Anthony Davis could get the Finals MVP. But the thing is, you can't have 9 points or whatever he had game 4, game 3 or whatever. You can't do that. Like, I mean, you got to show up every night. And the thing is, what you have to do is you take Anthony Davis off that team, and with just LeBron, they still gonna be pretty decent. You take LeBron off that team and leave Anthony and this and that. I'm talking about impact. What type of impact you got while you out there? I don't see I don't see Anthony Davis's impact being like LeBron's impact. Now he is getting older. He is getting better. He's settling in, but you asking a lot for a player that we never seen that from. We never seen that type of basketball from Anthony Davis before. And right now, like I said, it's kind of like tainted right now because we still got LeBron James there with him. So you can't. And we've seen LeBron without a player this good. We've seen him before, and we've seen him take it to the finals. We've seen him take it to the conference finals. We've seen him put teams on his back. Because you put it. So Anthony Davis, he's averaging like 30 in the Western Conference Finals, but you're not really putting them on your back because LeBron's there. So you ain't really putting them on your back. Like LeBron used to put them Cleveland teams on his back. He didn't do it in Miami. Like, you got to be real. He didn't do it in Miami. Look what he had. But he was putting them Cleveland teams on his back, even with Kyrie. So, like, I mean, that GOAT debate is sensitive for some people. It ain't really sensitive for me. I say it is what it is because the way I feel is just all your opinion. If you got a dude that LeBron James is his favorite player and he say LeBron's the best, you can't be like, yo, you crazy, because look at the body of work. Look at the body of work. I mean, look at the length of time. Look at the length of the work. So he definitely on the Mount Rushmore. I say it without no order. I say for me first, I say Magic, Jordan, Tim Duncan, LeBron, and Shaq. That's what I say. That's my five. That's my five cats on the court right there. I say that without, I don't even say no hesitation in that, because I feel like at their position, them was the best. You know what I'm saying? Then your second tier, you got like, you have Bird on the second joint as a small forward, Kobe, what's his name, Kareem, like that, and it'll go like that, but something like that. But like that first team is for me anyway. It's a no debate. Some people swap it out. Some people won't put Shaq, but I'll put Shaq because I never seen nothing like that before. But like, and then some people have Larry Bird as the small forward, but he ain't better than LeBron though. Like, we just got to be real. He's not better than LeBron. A lot of people be like, Karl Malone, the best power forward, or Barkley, or whatever, but they're not better than Tim Duncan though. But the Jordan and LeBron, first of all, they ain't even the same position. But it's just hard. It's hard to debate that. It's hard, bro. It's hard to debate that because realistically, you starting a team of all dudes in their prime. Them dudes is the captains, like the All-Star game right now. Those two dudes is the captains. Because, and the thing is, they just bring so much different stuff to the table as far as playing. You know what I'm saying? And like, because it's a huge size difference and all that. So they just bringing so much different to the table. It's like, can we really even compare them? To be real, can you even really compare the two? I don't. It's kind of rough to compare them. I guess that's how come. Like, I mean, because when you comparing, you saying Jordan and Kobe. All right, cool. That's the same position, same dude, same dude. Kobe made himself Jordan. That's the same dude. But you can't put a big ass goon like LeBron and like line him up with Jordan in a like a debate, because you're not debating two guards. You debating a forward and a guard. You know? So what you say is Jordan's the best guard ever and LeBron's the best forward ever. I mean, that would probably make more sense to me than anything. You know? That would make more sense to me than anything. But I don't know. That drop a comment on that. Do that make sense to y'all? Drop a comment on that. Would it be Jordan's the best guard, LeBron's the best forward ever? Because to keep arguing that is crazy. And then what's crazy, like too, when The Last Dance came out, yo, they was going crazy on LeBron. Yo, see, this is what I'm saying. Yo, he's not better. Yo, enjoy the show. They telling you a story about Michael Jordan and Phil Jackson and them. Everybody shooting at LeBron. How you shooting at LeBron on Jordan's show? And I'm feeling like Jordan kind of did that too, man. Like, set that up that way. He probably didn't, but I feel like he kind of set that up that way. But you know, what you gonna do? So we're gonna go with that. Jordan, best guard, LeBron, the best forward. That's how we gonna slice it up over here. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gonna slice it up here, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit the subscribe. Jam on the likes and make sure the rhythm going. Shoot the videos out there. Hit the like button. Share it, all that good stuff. You know? But yeah, man, back to the finals. I feel like Jimmy Butler, man, he did all he could do. I mean, Miami's they gritty, and I picked them over Milwaukee. I picked Boston over Miami, but I did pick Miami over Milwaukee because I just don't really see nothing out of Giannis other than being like crazy athletic. Like the MVP and the Defensive Player of the Year, he probably shouldn't have got neither one of them. LeBron should have probably got the MVP, and as crazy as it's gonna sound, Anthony Davis maybe should have got the Defensive Player of the Year. You see, Anthony Davis was checking Jimmy Butler the other night at the end of the game, and they threw LeBron on Bam, and LeBron out rebounded him in the fourth quarter. He out rebounded Bam, kept him off the board, and out rebounded him. That's crazy. So, like, somebody that can do that, how can you compare them to Jordan? It's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's gonna be my take on it from now on. It ain't a realistic thing. It's not a realistic thing. But you know, it can do that. But I don't feel like that's a realistic thing to compare them dudes no more. You know, but yo, Jimmy Butler, he got them boys, man. He got them boys down in Miami, right? You know, he got them right down here. Doc went over to Philly. So Doc Rivers went over to Philly. He just listened to him. Do y'all think Ben Simmons is gonna listen to him? Or does Doc come in and do what he's supposed to do? Get a point guard. Bring a point guard there. Put Ben Simmons on the wing. And just have him just go crazy. He could defend 2, 3, 4. You got Joel Embiid. Doc, first and foremost, Doc gonna have to have a serious talk with Embiid. He gonna have to sit Embiid down and let him know, like, listen, man, we need you to get in shape. We need you to take this thing serious. We need you to stay off the social media. Stop acting like a big clown. Stop acting like a big baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, Doc is familiar with Tobias Harris too, because he had him he had him in LA over at the Clippers, so he's familiar with him. You know, I bet he wish he still had him this year instead of playoff P. Playoff P messed up everything. Rubbed off on Kawhi, and then Kawhi played bad. Beat him, bro. You got to get yourself together. You got to get your health, not health, but what you call it, his conditioning. He got to get his conditioning. You know, and be get his condition. Like it's like the dude's so good, but 3 trips up the court, he got to come out. 3 trips up the court, he got to come out. 3 or 4 trips up the court, he got to come out. And you better give him the ball while he's in. Excuse me. You better give him the ball while he's in, because he's gonna be sitting for 3 or 4 minutes. So those 4-5 trips he make up the court, you know, you gotta let him get the rock, see what he can do. Because he's gonna score. Dude's an excellent basketball player. He just never in shape, and a lot of times he ain't there. You know, he's having all these injuries because he's not in condition. He got to get a dietitian. He got to do a lot of stuff. He could do a lot of stuff, and he could just be like, he could just be the best player in the Eastern Conference. Easy. He got all type of skills. Dude's like an 84% free throw shooter, 3-point shooter, mid-range, hook shot either hand, jump hook either hand. Great passer at 7'2", 7'3", whatever. He's a great passer. Just no accountability for itself. You know, and hopefully Doc don't come in there with all that silly nonsense, man. Come in there, get the dude right, man. Help him. Talk to Ben Simmons, man. Tell Ben Simmons, you don't have to shoot. Get on the wing, run the floor, run the lane, and score 25 easy a night. You ain't got to shoot the ball. You can put Ben Simmons on either wing and just let him run and go. But that point guard experiment, bro, that point guard experiment's over. And that's the thing, that the management just keep letting the coach just do that, and it's looking good. But in the playoffs, when it's tighten up, when everything tighten up in the playoffs, right? Because everything tightens up in the playoffs. All that not being able to shoot, they just gonna, because you're the weak link now. So they're gonna find you, single you out. They're gonna ice Embiid off the boards, and just let you kill the team like you do every year. Every year the playoffs, he kills the team. Kills his team every year in the playoffs. Every single year he's been in the NBA that they made the playoffs. Kills his team every year. And that's terrible. Because he's one of the principals on the team. So ain't nobody gonna tell him, like, dog, you gotta get better, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Ain't nobody telling him that. So they just letting him do what he's doing. Which is crazy to me. That nobody else care about winning when you got a team like that. Nobody else care about winning enough to just let him do whatever he's doing. That's crazy to me. That don't make no sense. Joel Embiid need to say something, but he's too busy. Can't wait to get to the locker room to grab his phone and start tweeting. Now you see why Jimmy Butler didn't want to be there. He took these dudes from Miami. He took this Miami team to the finals, which ain't nowhere near talented as Philly. But they in the joint complaining, in the locker room complaining to the owner. Oh, he's calling us soft. He's punking us at practice. Because y'all punks. You're a big child, that's why. All them bomb squads in LA, nothing. Had the big three in Boston, won one championship, should have won 3. And it's on him. It's on him. Like Doc is an underachiever. He's an underachieving coach. Should have had 3 championships with the big 3. And didn't even made a conference Philly team who's just straight team full of underachievers, right? So you got a team full of underachievers and an underachieving coach. Doc just a fall guy, like, because they ain't gonna get rid of Embiid and Simmons. We already see that. Unless Doc do some serious convincing, they're not getting rid of those dudes. And if they don't, guess who's gonna be the fall guy? Bam, Doc. Fall guy. This time it won't be his fault. I could say that. If they continue to let it now, if he continue to let what's going on goes on in Philly, then it's his fault. You know, but you just got some kids, man, right now. Embiid in them and Simmons. Them dudes not gonna do good in no battle. They're not gonna do good in no battle. Play against Miami, play against Milwaukee in playoffs. They're not gonna do good. They're not gonna do good against teams like that with an edge. Like Giannis got an edge. Jimmy Butler got an edge. Marcus Smart to a degree got an edge. Embiid or Ben Simmons don't have an edge. And Doc Rivers just gonna baby him up. He gonna rock him. He gonna baby him up. Yo, man, it wasn't your fault. It was my fault. We know that because you're about to get fired again. About to be up out of there again. Because you just letting them do whatever. Got Al Horford, but Al Horford's getting to the end of his rope. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and they're probably gonna have to make a move too. They're probably gonna have to make a move over there in Philly. They're gonna need to get somebody. Oh, forgot about Brooklyn. My bad. Forgot about Brooklyn. Brooklyn. That's gonna be, bro. Brooklyn. If Kyrie Irving could play, we'll say 60 games, 82. What was we thinking? If he could play 60 games, if Kyrie could play 60 games, Brooklyn probably going to be number 1 through 3 seed. Everybody's getting pushed down. I forgot about Brooklyn. I don't know how I forgot, but I forgot about Brooklyn. If Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving play 60 games together, everybody's getting pushed down in the East. They play 60 games together, they're probably going to be the number 1 seed, to be honest. That's generous for Kyrie, 60 games. 60 games is generous. But if they can bang out 60 games, they bang out 60 games, they're going to be at least a number 2 seed. If they play 60 games together, they're probably going to be the number 2 seed. And then you rest Kyrie against like the Knicks and teams like that, because Kevin Durant will win those games by himself. He'll win those games by himself. So, I mean, you know, you play Golden State because they're going to be back, but you play teams like Golden State, the Lakers, maybe Houston, maybe. And, you know, all the tough teams, you got both of them, Kyrie and them out there. There's going to be hard to beat that. I forgot all about that. And they got some young cats that proved themselves in the bubble. And you just think about it. If those two fools would have played, they would have been probably in the finals right now. Just be realistic. Because say what you want. Kevin Durant, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you could do to stop him. Then you're gonna get what you're gonna get from Kyrie when he's out there. You're getting 23 to 28, 5 assists, 6 assists. You know what I'm saying? And pushing the ball. You ain't getting a lot of turnovers from Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? He ain't a good teammate, maybe, or whatever. I don't even know how to describe it. He ain't really a teammate or what else, but on the court with the ball and when the ball jump off, he's straight. He's straight. There ain't really nothing you can say about him. Just all the other stuff. All the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? He said they don't need no coach. He said him and KD are coaching too. After they just gave Steve Nash the stamp of approval, then they turn around and shit on him. Yeah, we don't need no coach. We got it. No, what he said, coach by committee. You know what I'm saying? Tuesday and Wednesday, I'll coach him. Then, Saturday, KD will coach it. You know what I'm saying? Steve Nash, you know what I'm saying? We'll let you know what we're going to do. But you know what I'm saying? When the timeouts, we'll call all the shots. Yeah, I know Steve Nash is like, yo, but y'all said that was cool. Y'all said it was cool for me to come coach the team. Yo, Kyrie Irving, bro, and Kevin Durant, such a follower, dog. He just go with anything. Don't play in the bubble. Kevin Durant's like, all right, cool. And you looking at this shit, and y'all could have won the whole thing. Could be smoking the Lakers right now. Maybe not, but could be playing the Lakers right now. But you want to listen to Kyrie. Kyrie said don't play because he couldn't go and sit on the bench because of safety, COVID safety. So he said don't play, and you said all right. God. Yo, Kevin Durant, bro. Oh, man. Good luck, Steve Nash. I mean, too bad it ain't Mark Jackson. I feel like Mark Jackson could have got a lot out of them. Maybe even Doc Rivers too probably could have. Well, he was still in employed or whatever. He was still employed. I feel like Doc Rivers could have got a lot out of them too. But they already smacking Steve Nash around right now. They already smacking him around. Yo, this is crazy, yo. How's it gonna end up? I don't know, man. Y'all drop a comment below. Say and let me know how the Nets, how Kyrie and them gonna split the coaching. Who gonna do first part of the week? Who gonna do the second part? And should Steve Nash just get the weekend games? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, yeah, that's gonna be great. But yeah, man, that's my time for the night, man. I just wanted to jump on and talk about a couple of things because I watched that presidential vice president debate, and that was like the weirdest. That was terrible. I didn't get like you watched that vice president. Say if you wasn't voting for nobody, right? If you was like, yeah, this right here is gonna help me determine who to vote for. You probably right now you're still not voting for nobody after you watch that. And then Pence had a fly on his head for like 2 minutes. Bro, didn't even feel the fly, and the fly was chilling. When has a fly just sat there and you doing all this and talking and blah blah blah. How the fly stay there for 2 minutes? Well, he didn't fear for his life or nothing. That's crazy. Homegirl looked at him, uh Kim Harris, she looked at him like, oh, you ain't gonna brush that off or nothing. I'm so but like, yo, ain't nobody sitting out there like, yo, go like this or something like that. That's crazy. But the thing is, like the presidential bit, yo, no one answered. I mean, even her, she didn't really answer no questions. She answered like three out of the nine, maybe four. Pence, he might have answered one. I mean, like they're not even answering the questions, yo. So like, how is you like that debate didn't serve no purpose. The lady asked the bad moderator. She asked Pence a question. He tried to answer the last question she asked. He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna answer." And mind you, only get 2 minutes. So he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna answer after I answer the last question you asked me." Bro, you only get 2 minutes. How you gonna answer two questions? Yeah, it was odd. It was odd. It was odd, man. And he took a page out of Trump's book, just kept interrupting, cutting her off, talking while she was talking, going over his time. It was because something might happen. You done watched half of the shit, so you might as well keep watching. But it was horrible. It was horrible. Um, Twitter was all over him after, probably during, because I was, Twitter was all over him talking about. They made like a page for the fly and all that shit that was on his head, and it was just terrible, man. I'm like, oh, no one's answering questions. Nobody is like I don't know, and they wasn't even arguing. It was just like they was just talking. Like they was just like, we ain't been out the house in a minute. We just about to go out here and talk. Like the questions that the lady was asking, no one was answering them. And it's just like, and then Senator Harris, she gave one explanation like 30 minutes in, well maybe like 20 minutes in. Then they asked her something else like 5 questions later. She giving the same answer. The lady said, "You already said that, ma'am." You know what I'm saying? Like, then she was like, I ain't gonna be chastised by the vice president and all this and that, man. It was exhausting to say the least. Um, shout out to the fly. Shout out to the fly that landed on Pence's head. That was the highlight of the night. I don't know. Did y'all see how he looked at her at the beginning? He looked at her like, damn. Like, damn. Well, his wife was out there though. He couldn't really get into it, but he looked at her when it first started, before any questions was asked. She was writing stuff down. He looked over there. He was like, shit. He was like, black girl magic, huh? Yeah. But she put him, she brought him back to his senses. Her husband's white too, so he probably figured like, yo, don't work out. You know what I'm saying? Holler at your boy. But yeah, because I mean, you got to come up with like stuff like that, because the debate itself was terrible. I mean, like, it was terrible. The debate was terrible. So I guess that I ended like that. You know, LeBron one win away from adding on to his legacy, because he should get the MVP of this. He gave Anthony Davis the MVP of the Western Conference Finals. So he'll take this MVP. And he should. He's balling. He carried him in game 4. He won game 4. He won the game in game 4. He was even hitting his free throws in game 4. Then he hit 2 crazy long threes. So I think the conference finals is his. I feel like 3 on 3 different teams. 3 finals MVPs on 3 different teams. History. That's what Kawhi was trying to do. But You're not gonna do nothing before LeBron. Ain't historic. You're not gonna do it before LeBron. He ain't gonna let it happen. He ain't gonna let it happen. Shouts to Bron. He just turned 16. You know what I'm saying? Bronny turned 16. All that good stuff, man. But yeah, that's how we're gonna get up out of here, man. I'll see y'all, man. I'll holler at y'all. Everybody have a good night.